So here we are again, destined to grieve with no reprieve, again and again and again, times 3. All summer long and into fall, I gave my all to heal from losses past. My quest for healing, filled with fitness training, I ran in sun, when it was raining, when I was tired, when I was sore, I'd motivate myself some more. I learned to love my body anew for all the work it had to do, for all the strength it showed to me, for all the progress I could see. I pushed the miles, reflected as I ran, and challenged myself to take a new stand. My first half marathon checked off my list. I celebrated, elated, and felt personal satisfaction. A journey complete, a positive spin on empowering my body, not to win, but to love it despite what it could not do. Carry a baby until it was due. But that very same weekend, as my race, filled with pride and in a good place, a beautiful thing, a reckoning with the universe happened. The joy was real, a third time, and I began to wonder anew, looking at that line of blue and double-checking with a digital stick, super quick, if this was finally my time, mine. I'd thought it had been my time before. Twice I'd opened that closed door and lost the babies I longed to meet, even after strong heartbeat, and long enough to love and plan, and long enough to see them grow and feel the changes start to show. Then all we had was loss. The pain was great, so was the wait, and with help from specialists and new interventions, we faced our intentions to be parents, and bam! I ran and ran and ran and ran, crossed that finish line, and maybe now it was all mine. Maybe it was finally my time. So we hugged and laughed and smiled and let back in the light of expecting a child. This time we were cautious, and I was afraid. We stayed quiet, we planned, and every morning my husband's hand found its way to my belly, and in bed he'd say, stay and grow another day. A graphic on an app, just like before, opening up that old closed door. A seed, now a lentil, something so gentle, beginning again to feel so parental. A blueberry, now a bean, maybe a grape. Didn't matter the shape or the size, just the fact that it now had hands and eyes was sublime. It was finally my time. And weeks went by and still we smiled. My hope was real, my fear was still wild. At every appointment my husband was there, knowing how scared I was of that screen, how I feared seeing a dead baby where a live one should be. It had to be some kind of PTSD. But we watched our baby on an ultrasound screen, snuggled in tight, so perfect and right, with a beating heart we could see. Relief swept in, but fear stayed close with every blood draw and medicine dose, and we got closer to the day we'd tell, the day we'd share, the news we'd held a while with care, and I planned the way I'd surprise my mom, could barely keep calm from all the delight. Finally, this was going right. It was all in sight. And then we went to an ultrasound on a cold winter day, which started as always with Jeff saying, stay to grow another day. Together we heard what we couldn't believe, our baby alive, but heart rate decreased. My blood work confirmed what we struggled to hear. The baby was dying. I gave in to fear. The theme of the day was just wait. I was faced with a new torture, raw and unreal. Go home and wait for my baby to die. Just let it happen, just say goodbye. Go home and wait, then come back on Monday. Confirm heartbeat had stopped and go on my way to surgery again to remove the dead. But I'd heard it before, the last time we opened this closed door. So that's what we did until Monday came, filled with incredible emotional pain. I sat with my baby inside me dying, and was glad we, baby and me, were not going through this alone. And Monday came, and baby was dead. I held my head. I saw a doctor, and through my tears, I signed consents despite my fears, and went to surgery to remove the dead from inside my womb, but not from my head. And certainly not from my heart. I was falling apart. How could we be going through this again? I had anesthesia and surgery same day. I woke up with tears after the OR, and all I could say was, I'm empty again, when the nurse told me gently it all went okay. I'll never be a mom, I kept saying through tears, groggy and fragile and hurting through fears. Empty again. And then They brought me my husband and crackers and tissues. They told me I'd bleed and have pain but no issues. They told me the baby would be tested and go to the funeral home where they would then show the utmost respect as they prepared and disposed. And then I'd get a card in the mail. Like before. Same story, different day. Same pain, different way. Recovering at home, never alone, I deleted my app so I wouldn't have to see how big my baby was growing to be again. I never thought, just never thought, I'd be this distraught and have to delete this app again. Deflation, devastation, I felt every sensation, empty again. My time was gone, my gift was gone. What went wrong? This time, there was no wailing a song in my car. No bawling in the shower for half an hour till the water ran cold. No. This time, there was just space. Nothing. No grace. I felt dead inside, hollow and dried, brittle and broken and raw, curled up in a ball, wondering why. Why again? Why me? Times 3. You haven't felt anger till you've been punched on repeat by life, God, and the universe, and tried to land on your feet, only to be kicked when you're already down, so down. You haven't felt anger till you realize, with horror and surprise, that you have to buy yet another tiny teardrop stacker ring to add to the other 2, new, to memorialize the goodbyes, another dream gone and another life lost. 2 tiny rings on my right hand will soon have a third, so absurd, to join their ranks. How could we be here again? I was held by the one I love, and he wrapped me in care as we discussed the grief we share. No strength to even think I can try again. There's no when. Not anymore. I just see a closed door. An empty room for a baby in a brand new home. No baby to sleep there. No baby to know. And I've just about had it. Just about given up on my dream to be mom to a child who's not cat or pup. And though I'm too tired to think or push on, feeling quite sure my whole dream is gone, my mind beats home through the pain, the same refrain. When will it be, for me, finally? When will it be my time?